Good day everybody, welcome to another biology presentation. So in this presentation we are going to answer 10 based multiple choice questions that are coming from the topic transport in plants. So what is the primary role of xylem in plants? A. Transport of glucose. B. Transport of water and dissolved minerals. C. Transport of oxygen. D. Transport of carbon dioxide. So the primary role of xylem in plants is the transport of water and dissolved minerals. So this is our correct answer. Transport of water and dissolved minerals. So the explanation is that the xylem is the one that is responsible for transporting water and dissolved minerals from the roots to other parts of the plant. So we have answered our question 1. Let us now move on to our 2. So this is our question 2. How does transpiration contribute to water transport in plants? A. By increasing the temperature of the leaves. B. By creating a negative pressure that pulls water upward. C. By blocking the stomata. D. By reducing water evaporation. So transpiration contributes to water transport in plants by creating a negative pressure that pulls water upward. So this is our correct answer, which is B. So by creating a negative pressure that pulls water upward. So the best explanation that we can give for this answer is that transpiration causes water to evaporate from the stomata, creating negative pressure that helps pull water from the roots up through the plant. So we have answered our second question. Let us now proceed to our third question. So this is our question 3. Which structure in plants is primarily responsible for the transport of water? A. Phloem. B. Xylem. C. Stomata. D. Roots. So we are looking for the structure in plants that is primarily responsible for the transport of water. That structure is the xylem. So the correct answer is B. So the xylem is the structure that is primarily responsible for transport of water in plants. So the best explanation that we can give is that xylem is specifically adapted for the transport of water and dissolved minerals throughout the plant. So we have answered our third question. Let us now move on to our fourth question. The question reads, what type of cells make up the xylem vessels? A. Living parenchyma cells. B. Dead lignified cells. C. Meristemic cells. D. Sclerenchyma cells. So the type of cells that make up the xylem vessels are the dead lignified cells. So the correct answer is B. Okay. So the explanation that we can give is that the xylem vessels are composed of dead lignified cells that provide structural support and facilitate efficient water transport. So you can see that the xylem, they don't only function to transport water and dissolved minerals, but they also give structural support, okay, to the plant. So let us now move on to our next question. Here is our next question. Which part of a plant is responsible for the evaporation of water during transpiration? A. Roots. B. Xylem. C. Leaves. D. Flowers. So we are looking for the part of the plant that is responsible for the evaporation of water during transpiration. So the correct answer is C. The leaves. C. So the best explanation that we can give is that water evaporates from the stomata located on the leaves, which is a key component of the transpiration process. So we have answered this question. Let us now move on to our next question. So here is our next question. What is the main mechanism by which water is pulled upward through the xylem vessels? A. Active transport. B. Capillary action. C. Transpiration pull. D. Osmosis. So the main mechanism by which water is pulled upward through the xylem vessels is what we call transpiration pull. So the correct answer is a C. Okay. So here we need to understand that the transpiration pull is the one that is caused by evaporation from the stomata, which creates a negative pressure that draws water upward through the xylem. So we have answered this question. We now move on to our next question. So here is our next question. Why are xylem vessels considered important for plant structure? A. They store carbohydrates. B. They transport food. C. They provide structural support. D. They absorb nutrients. So why are the xylem vessels considered important for plant structure? Okay, why are they considered important? The reason is because they provide structural support. So I was even from the previous question, I even mentioned that their main function is not only to transport water and dissolved mineral salts, but they also give structural support to a plant. So here we are saying the xylem vessels not only transport water and the minerals, but they also contribute to the structural integrity of the plant. So we have answered this question. Let us now proceed to our next question. The question reads, which of the following best describes the nature of xylem cells? A. All cells are alive. B. Most cells are alive and functioning. C. All cells are dead and lignified. D. Most cells are parenchyma cells. So we are looking for the best description of the nature of the xylem cells. So the xylem cells are that all the cells are dead and they are lignified. So the best answer is C. Okay, so here is an explanation. We are saying the xylem cells are predominantly dead and lignified, which optimizes them for water transport and support. So this is why the xylem vessels are able to transport water and dissolve the minerals, and that is why they also offer structural support to a plant. So we now move on to our next question. So here is our next question. What is the impact of high transpiration rates on plant water transport? A. Increases root water absorption. B. Decreases water uptake by roots. C. Reduces efficiency of xylem transport. D. Creates pressure that pushes water down. So we are looking for the impact of high transpiration rates on plant water transport. So the impact of high transpiration rate on plant water transport is that it increases root water absorption. So this is our correct answer, which is option A, increases root water absorption. So this is the correct answer. The explanation that we can give is that high transpiration rates creates a strong negative pressure that enhances the upward movement of water through the xylem. So let us now move on to our next question. Our question reads, which term describes the loss of water vapor from plant leaves? A. Photosynthesis. B. Transpiration. C. Respiration. D. Translocation. So the best term that describes the loss of water vapor from the plant leaves is what we call transpiration. So the correct answer is B. Okay, so here is our best explanation that we can give. We all know that transpiration refers specifically to the process of water vapor loss from plant leaves, which are critical for maintaining water transport. So we have now come to the end of our presentation. This was the last question. Thank you so much, everybody, for having time to view this content. This has been your presenter, Mr. Mlenga. Bye bye.